Hello everybody, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my minimal makeup collection. If you're into lifestyle videos with a sprinkle of luxury, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I upload every week and I'd love if you could stick around. Alright, so let's get into my makeup collection. So this acrylic organizer I actually picked up at HomeGoods, but I'm sure every store and their mother makes something similar, so I'm gonna go ahead and link down below some different options. Before I get started, I just want to quickly say this is definitely not a collection of any kind. I even hesitate to say it's minimal because I feel like I could downsize even more, but nonetheless I hope you enjoy what I have to share. So starting at the top, I have a glass mason jar which I use to store my brushes. I have a good mix of brands. I have Morphe, I have some Real Techniques, even some Sigma, but I basically have a brush for every makeup step. So I have my foundation brush, my highlighting brush, my blush brush, eye brushes, everything that I would need to do a full face of makeup. So then I have this little black box where I contain my standing products. The first thing I have in here is my everyday foundation. This is the Revlon Colorstay, and I love this stuff because it's super full coverage and affordable. So then I just have my setting spray, which is the NYX Dewy Finish spray. I have drier skin, so this setting spray really helps my skin look hydrated. The last thing in here is just a pair of tweezers. Alright, so now we can get into the drawers. So here in this first drawer, I keep lip products. So I do have a couple of lipsticks. The first one is by the brand Glossier, and this has a very sheer formula, but it still gives your lips a very nice tint while being moisturizing. Every product mentioned and their specific shades will be listed in the description. So then I have one of my favorite lipsticks ever by Maybelline. I really love this lipstick because of the shade. It just goes really well with my skin tone, and I've noticed that this lipstick also lasts very well. So I usually have more lip glosses, but I've actually had to throw some away since I haven't been using them during the pandemic with my mask. But this is just a little mini sample I got from Buxom, and I think Buxom makes the best lip glosses. Okay, so then I have my lip liners. As you can see, I have a darker shade. This goes well with basically any non-nude lipstick. And then the lighter one goes really well with my Maybelline lipstick that I mentioned earlier that I love. These lip liners are very smooth and also very affordable. So the last thing in here isn't makeup, but it's definitely an everyday essential. It is just my Vaseline lip balm. Alright, so then my next drawer has to do with eye products. The first is probably the most essential, and that's my eyebrow pencil by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. And then I have this all over eyelid paint kind of product from Glossier. I recently actually received this as a free gift, and I have to be honest, I don't love it. It's very sheer and I think it's not worth the money. Next thing in here is another all over lid product. It's a mini version by Mercier, and I definitely prefer this to the Glossier version only because it doesn't completely disappear when you blend it out, and it also lasts all day. Then I have a couple eyeliners. The first one is by NYX. I've been using this for a while now and I really like it. And the next one is actually a mini that I recently received in a gift set. This is by Stila, I believe, and I absolutely love this. When I'm done, I'm definitely going to be getting the full size. Then I have my everyday mascara, which is the L'Oreal Telescopic. This stuff makes your lashes look super long. And then I have my Glossier Brow Gel, which I don't use every day, but if I'm aiming for a fuller brow look, then I'll go ahead and put this on. I actually don't have any fake eyelashes at the moment, but I do have some eyelash glue just in case. Okay, so this next drawer I consider my face topper drawer. I basically have like blushes and stuff like that. So the first one here is a liquid blush by Glossier. So I used to never want to even try liquid blushes. I thought it would be such a patchy mess, but these are so good. I definitely recommend, if you haven't already, to try out Glossier's liquid blushes. So the next thing I have in here are two NARS blushes. If you guys are familiar with the names of NARS products, you'll understand why I cannot say the name out loud or even put it in this video, because I'm afraid my video will get flagged. But I just have the regular and mini version. I think blushes take years to get through, so I don't see myself needing any more blushes. So then I have my highlight. This is also a mini version. You'll notice I have a lot of mini version of products. Honestly, this is because I don't feel as bad not going through products when they're smaller. I feel like I can get through smaller products much easier. And when it comes to things like blushes and even highlights, it takes me forever to get through. So I'd rather have the small versions. So even though I'm not really a fan of bronzer, I do have this one by Physicians Formula, which I like to use here and there to warm up my face. So this last drawer I consider my base drawer, but I also keep my eyeshadow palette in here just because it's really big. And this is the Lorac Pro Palette. This has every single color I would ever need, and as you can tell, I do love some shades more than others. So the next thing in this drawer are my setting powders. The first one is, I think, everyone's favorite, including mine. This is the Mercier translucent setting powder. And then the next one is just a mini that I received in a gift set by Bare Minerals. So the next thing in this drawer are my concealers. These are by Maybelline. They're the same exact formula, but I have a lighter shade and then a darker shade. The lighter shade is for my under eyes, and then the darker shade is for any blemishes. So last but not least, I have 3 trial-sized face primers. I have one by Mercier, one by Smashbox, and one by Tarte. And I'm actually trying to figure out which one I love and I want to buy the full size of. Currently, I think the Tarte one is my favorite. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video today. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave them down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos.